This is important critical information that you're not going to see in the mainstream media. You're not going to hear about on your local newscast. Now, when you look at the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Magna Carta, these documents are some of the most important documents ever written. They recognize and point out our unalienable rights or unalienable rights. Um, they give the power to the people, and that's what's important here. That's what's critical. They also point out how we, as the people, reserve the right to defend ourselves, life, liberty, property, how we reserve the right to remove a tyrannical system from being in place. Now, that is key. And no, don't ever forget that. Now, when I see things like the Trans Pacific Partnership, the TPP, which has been negotiated in secret, which is being voted on in secret without any say whatsoever from the public, this pisses me off. This is not acceptable. This is not okay because this directly undermines and circumvents those documents. Okay, they go completely against what this country was founded on, what the U.S. was founded on. This gives up our sovereignty as a country. Okay, and you know who oversees the TPP? The UN Security Council oversees the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's secret, by the way. They have secret tribunals to where corporations can sue the governments for a projected loss of profit. They don't even have to really prove. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It makes me sick. Now, another lovely program being put on by the United Nations at this point in time is the Strong Cities Network. Now, they have partnered with the Justice Department. They are rolling out a global police force to combat violent extremism. Okay, so what is violent extremism? Well, they don't really clarify it here, but of course they're going to portray things such as terrorism and mass shooters, and then it's going to turn into patriots and gun owners and Christians and anyone that's going to speak out against this global world government that they're rolling out right now. Okay, they're rolling it out right now, and it's all connected. The TPP, the Strong Cities Network, which right here you can see Strong Cities Network. Okay, inspiring local resilience on a global scale. Now, there are 23 cities listed here. I know that there's 25 at least, and this is only going to grow. Your city, if it's not on here yet, well, it'll probably be there soon. Now, here you go, is your global police force. Okay, we've talked about this before. Now, if you come over here, we have the 2030 Agenda, which was rolled out by the UN as well. This is the UN Sustainable Development page here. And they're going to use sustainable development and climate action to take over the entire freaking planet at this point. To put it bluntly, just simple, they will use these as a Trojan horse to circumvent and remove any sovereignty from any nation. Okay, because these treaties, according to international law, override any domestic sovereign laws. Okay, to me that's BS. Where I'm at, the U.S. Constitution is the law of the land. It needs to be followed. It's not. We need to hold those accountable that are getting away from this. But I'm just showing you where we're at and where we're going right now. And of course, they're going to use language like they want to end poverty and end hunger and make it sound really nice. And wow, that makes sense. Well, let me tell you what. Do not be fooled by this. Okay. How many people were fooled by the Patriot Act? Oh, that sounds patriotic, right? Well, no. It's a complete surveillance police state that is taking away your rights for your own good. Imagine how bad this global Strong Cities Network police force is going to be. Another aspect to this is the climate action. And this is setting to kick off, well, you can see right here, December 7th through 8th. But I'm also getting information that this summit is going to be going down in Paris, and this is United Nations Climate Summit. And participating nations have prepared a treaty that would create an international tribunal on climate justice. Okay, so now we have another international tribunal of climate justice. So we're going to have basically a secret court, a secret tribunal that's going to decide what's law, what's international law, and impose this whatever way they see fit. I mean, I don't know if they're going to have drone teams on standby at this point in time. Uh, I mean, so essentially, this tribunal will give third world countries the power to haul the U.S. into a global court with enforcement powers. Congress would be bypassed. Okay, between the TPP and this climate action summit, this 2030 agenda, Congress doesn't mean a damn thing to these international laws, the way that the UN sees it, of course. And don't forget, they have their UN Global Police Force on standby. In other words, they don't need elections anymore at this point in time. The puppets are truly nothing but puppets at this time. It'll be a puppet show. Every time you turn on your television and you think you're watching the news, it's a damn puppet show. Now, if the UN and the US and its allies approve this proposed deal in Paris that's scheduled for November 30th to December 11th, you can kiss our sovereignty goodbye. What's left of it? I mean, between the TPP, which hasn't passed yet, we have this climate action here that goes right along with it. This is all a UN-run global corporate fascist government takeover. Big time, on steroids. I hope you're getting the message here. Just some of the language in here, according to this proposed draft text on the climate treaty, the tribunal would take up issues such as climate justice, climate finance, technology transfers, and climate debt. Now, we know how corrupt the media is and how they're complicit in all this. Of course, there is and there will be a continued media blackout of these events. If they cover it, they're just going to show some celebrities or whatever and talk about how great it is. In fact, they're probably going to push it pretty hardcore and make it sound wonderful and brainwash the people into going right along with it. So if you want to give up your nation's sovereignty and have the U.S. and its allies being held before a UN Star Chamber secret tribunal court, well, then you should probably sign up, promote the UN 2030 agenda as well as the TPP. But if you care about the world, the future for your children, yourself, your family, other human beings that want to be free and just mind their own business, then please spread the word out there. Get this information out there, because this, at this point, is just weeks away. So please help me hammer this information. People need to be made aware of this. The time is now. Make sure you guys check me out over on The Richie Allen Show this Tuesday, November 3rd at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 12 noon on Tuesday. I'm going to leave links over here. I love Richie. He's great. One of the best out there. I'm going to leave links for his Twitter, his YouTube, and his website. That's this Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Till then, this is Spiro. Much love.